I walked into the dark kitchen, and I could smell it right away. The kitchen was black, no light. The light from the windows were not enough for me to see anything. Without being able to see, I knew the source of the smell. And without being able to see, I found the kitchen switch, and just as I knew for a fact, there it was, the ripe banana. These flowers are not real. My voice is not real. The pictures you're looking at are not real. Yet these pictures and my voice may well evoke responses from you. Responses based on a recording, an illusion, if you will. Most people simply do not know what I look like, but the mind will not allow them not to speculate, so they have created an illusion to match the voice. I have become their creation. And with a little imagination, I will have a face, a demeanor, an attitude, a way of being, a certain kindness or not, all based on imagination. The mind is an amazing... What? What is the mind? I have no idea whatsoever what the mind is. I know what the brain is, even though I have never seen mine. I also know that activities of the brain can be recorded, but what exactly is being recorded? After all, the wake of the boat is not the boat, is it? I know that the brain is a physical part of my anatomy, and I have no doubt that if they open my skull, they will find a brain. But that activity that can be recorded and observed is based on what? My thoughts or my feelings? Based on my mind? My limited education does not allow me to know what the mind is. Perhaps you know what the mind is. If you do, please share. These flowers that you see are based on your perceptions. These flowers no longer exist. The voice that you hear was recorded a long, long time ago. The voice then, today, is not real. The emotion that you feel as you look at these pictures, whether it is beauty, confusion, or contempt, are your emotions based on your knowledge and experiences. To you, the emotions are real, based on these illusions. I brought this up because of that other mystery, the mystery of desire. I know what the heart is, but I have no idea what a desire is. Well, maybe I do. The question is, how are desires generated? Again, I'm not educated enough to have an answer, but I'm thinking at 4 a.m. in the morning, if thoughts are the products of our mind and desires are the results of our thoughts, then who's to say that our dreams are not reality and our waking moments are not the fantasies? I do get email. Most of them are wonderful and very supportive. Many are not at all judgmental, and some are very educational. I even get email that stroke my ego. One such email complimented the theme of my videos, the label of my videos, quote, "The Thoughts of Microdak." He said that I approached ideas, whether it's in cooking or otherwise, based on my lucid imagination. Many of these ideas, he thought, were risque in that they were expressions that most people dare not explore. Then he said something very interesting. He said that the number one fear of most adults is not loneliness. The number one fear is the label generated by others. This was his opinion. There is no greater fear than to be thought of as not being normal. It is advisable to go along with the prevailing culture than to be judged as being different. Original ideas tend to rock the boat. As I said, it was a very interesting email. Okay, so what am I to make of all this? This much I do know. I know that I don't know what the mind is. I know that desires are extremely strong and they come from a place that have yet to be identified conclusively, at least to me. How do you know that desires come from the heart? So, what do I know? I do know that it is almost impossible to meet another of like mind. Peer pressure and mass hallucination prevents anyone from being real and acceptable at the same time. Well, that's my perception anyway. So, if daily reality is a challenge, and if the only relief is in the world of fantasy, is it any wonder then why the virtual world has become so very, very attractive? If reality has become so unreal, then why not use that mysterious thing called the mind and create your own world based on your own fantasies? Why not pursue your own desires behind closed doors and live in a virtual world? As for me, whatever you say that I am, I am.